Welcome back to our continuing coverage of Steve Prohm's initial press conference here at Iowa State. He has been named as the 20th men's basketball coach in Cyclone history. We visit now with color analyst for the Cyclone Radio Network, Eric Heft. And Eric, you've been through a few of these as a player and as a broadcaster. You've seen, I think, what is it, half the 20 coaches, or at least played for or been around them.
Either played for or broadcast games for. Steve will be number 10 for me, so I guess that puts me right at that 50% mark, kind of like my grade point average. But
what were your initial impressions?
I thought it was a great hire. I like the fact that the points he made, about style of play, it being a player's game. I think his personality, the people I've talked to around the country over the past few days, they've said nothing but great things about his character. I think that speaks volumes for what can happen in the future. You go through, they mentioned 7 candidates interviewed, and I think when you're trying to make a selection, you see who's going to check the most boxes. And I think the only box maybe he didn't check was he hadn't coached at a high level, but he's been a winner. Style of play, all those kinds of intangibles, I think, make him a great choice. And he's got big shoes to fill. There's no question about that. But I think he's eager for the challenge, and he is inheriting a team that is very hungry, and they don't mind high expectations. They had pretty high expectations a year ago. They'll have higher ones probably this year. But he's got a team that embraces that, and I think he embraces it as well. At Murray State, they were a team that was always at the top of the league. They had high expectations the whole time Steve was there. So I think it's a great hire, and I look forward to working with him. He seems like a great guy.
Well, Jamie Pollard used the word fit. It does seem like he's a good fit for Iowa State.
Certainly one of the big boxes you had to check, whoever you were going to hire. And I think in his case, just looking at the players and how they respond to him, at least I know it's very early, but very positive. And I think that's, to get buy-in from the players initially, cannot be overstated how important that is.
Style of play, too. Sounds like it'll be a good fit there as far as what they're used to with Fred. Pretty seamless transition into his system.
Well, you certainly would hope so, and by all indications, that'll be the case. I think the other thing will be the actual personalities meshing, and I think one of the things that makes this team great, potentially a great team next year, it's a very close group. It's a very hard-working group. They don't like basketball. They love basketball. I think Steve, heard him talk today about, what his activities are and things he does to get away. Well, other than his family, probably nothing. And I think that makes it a real great fit too.
All right, Eric Heft, thanks for taking the time, and looking forward to the season.
Cannot wait.
I know, we both are looking forward to that very much. We saw actually Coach Prohm's team play down in Louisville a couple of years ago when they took on Marquette in the NCAA tournament, so we had an opportunity to see his team play in person. We'll continue on with coverage here. We're going to visit with Jamie Pollard and Steve Prohm, so stay with us.